And we're back, and today in this video we're going to do some more upgrades to the Gilamon. And in this video we're going to do portal knuckles, brass, and brass portal covers and brass weights. We're going to install those today. Should be a pretty simple video, not too complicated. This truck definitely needs some forward weight. What little I've drove it, you can always use some forward weight when it comes to your crawlers, especially something that's going to be able to do crazy lines like this. And after watching, even though I haven't really ran mine too much because it's still snowing here, pretty easy to know that we're going to need some forward weight. That's just number one upgrade. And if anybody's still wondering, why is this guy still using a T-wrench? I have never ever bought a set of nut drivers. I have a set at the shop, but I have never had any in my personal at home. I just always end up using these, and trust me, I really know that I need to get some. Next thing we're going to do is remove the steering. I'm just going to do one side at a time. Got to remove that screw there. Got to remove the two kingpin screws. And remove it like that. There we go. The 4 portal weight cover screws. There's that. Kind of keep those together like that. There is an aluminum bushing that goes there. It's one of the coolest tricks you can do that actually helps instead of trying to pry or pound this out, is if you have some rare earth magnets. Just pull that bearing right out. It doesn't always work, but it is helpful. Try it on these ones too. So I worked on a couple, but not all of them. Looks like this one's going to fight us. Really small flat head. There we go. Got that out. So there's the knuckles. There's those pieces. I mean, they look really good. Just brass, pretty typical. See some machine lines, they don't look bad. I like how they have the chamfered edges. There's nothing sharp. There's the insides. I just wish they would coat them. I don't think you can anodize brass, but you could coat it with some kind of coating. I know SSD makes some coated brass knuckles. They're about the only ones that do. Actually, you can anodize. I mean, Trill and them anodize. I don't know why Axial, everything they make is just raw brass. I'm guessing that's a price. These are 70 grams each. These are 122 grams. Monsters. Monsters. And then you can add an additional 34 grams with these weights. We are going to put these on, but they can be removed. They're like an optional weight that bolts. They're like an optional weight that bolts on there. So you can get a little bit more weight. We're going to go ahead and use them for now, and then just see if in the future we need to take them off. One thing I'm noticing is there is like 0 grease in these portals. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of grease to them, get them greased up. One thing you're going to need to do before you put the gear in is this bearing has to go in, and then you can seat this bearing in because it covers up the bottom edge, so you can't get the bearing in once this and the hex is installed. Don't forget your aluminum spacer. Gonna go ahead and grease up these gears. It's probably why it's so noisy. This thing is one noisy rig. One thing to note is you can't get, once the extra weight is put on there, you can't get to the set screw. So keep that in mind. Okay, number one thing you want to make sure you have a decent amount of Loctite on is these kingpin screws. Probably have the biggest chance of coming loose. To the steering linkage. And there we have the brass weights on this side. So I just need to put these on the other side. And there we have it. This side's done. Pretty easy to swap to do the knuckles and the portal weight covers. Probably the easiest thing to do on this truck, except for the panel swap. Now we just need to get the tires bolted back on, and we're done. Alright guys, we got the brass knuckles and portal weight covers installed. Hope you liked this video. It added a significant amount of weight to the front. It's going to be awesome. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll have part numbers and links to the items here and everything else that I've installed on the Gilamon in the description. Don't forget to always shop at your local hobby shop if you can. If not, use those links to find them. I like to list the part number, so when you go to your local hobby shop, not everybody there knows every single piece. So if you give them a part number, they can often look it up in the computer and be easier for them to find. Thanks for watching.